Hey there and welcome. In today's video we are going ice drifting, and this might be the most exciting video I've made. I've never been drifting before at all, and here we are in Georgetown on the frozen lake driving fast freaking cars. So this isn't your typical Colorado cycling, hiking, skiing. This is ice drifting in Georgetown, Colorado. Let's have some fun. So my ice drifting experience was awesome. I can't tell you how much fun this is. I mean, seriously, I don't think I've had this much fun in like 10 years. And I have had no drifting experience. All I know is that I see these videos on TikTok and Instagram of these crazy kids taking over intersections and doing irresponsible stuff. And that's all I really knew about drifting. This was booked through my race school through Colorado Drift, and it was an incredible experience. Now, Georgetown is about 1 hour away from Denver, but because I didn't want to wake up at the crack of dawn, my wife and I got a nearby hotel that was literally on the lake. So we got up early, ate breakfast, and we were on the lake by 8:30 a.m. And let me tell you, it was freezing. I believe it was -5 degrees Fahrenheit. There was wind blowing, there was ice blowing all over, which did make for some really cool footage and photos. Now, not only do you get to drive fast cars, but you get to do it on a frozen lake. Now, I know what you're thinking. How do they know the ice is thick enough? Well, they do test the ice in 4 spots to make sure it's thick enough and safe for driving. The ice needs to be between 1 foot and 24 inches thick. So trust me, it is safe to drive on this ice from late November all the way to June. Most of the driving events that happen at Georgetown Lake are between December and June. Most of the driving events take place in February, and if you're interested in attending some of these events, either as a driver or a spectator, you can just Google events at Georgetown Lake and a whole bunch of events will come up. For example, winter ice driving training, ice gymkhana, ice drifting, pond hockey. Georgetown is about 1 hour from Denver, and it is a really cool town because you're properly in the mountains and you've got a lake that is frozen for several months out of the year, and there's all kinds of events always going on. There's curling lessons, there's a lot of car events, there's pond hockey tournaments, and then during the summer months, there's boating, swimming, all kinds of things going on in Georgetown. And it's a nice little town. Small town for sure, if that's your thing, but you're only 1 hour away from Denver. In fact, you're only 45 minutes from Littleton and Lakewood, and there's a Costco there. So it's really a cool place to live. They've got a brewery, they've got a handful of good restaurants, and it's just a nice, small town that is really lively. It has a lot of events and a lot of fun things to do, including the Georgetown Loop train ride. And another really cool thing that I didn't know about drifting is that the community is so cool. Everyone was super nice, accommodating, willing to share knowledge. I mean, it was really great, and there's a wide variety of cars, which is also really cool. From E36 BMWs to Nissan Zs to a lot of JDM and even a Mustang. And the nice thing about drifting is that the barrier of entry is relatively low. You don't need to buy a super expensive car, just a set of snow tires. So if you're interested in doing this, I booked this through Denver Racing Social, my race club, but you can also contact Avance Denver or Colorado Drift School, and it's about $150 for 30 to 40 minutes of driving. You can maybe squeeze in a little bit more, but to me, it's worth absolutely every penny. Keep in mind, most of the cars, if not all of the cars, are manual transmission, so learn how to drive a stick shift before going out. The feeling of driving these cars on the ice is surprisingly more stable than I thought. I thought they would be sliding all over the place and I have no control, but these tires they have with these little metal spikes really offer a lot of traction on the ice, and I was pretty surprised by that. But boy, is it fun getting your back end out a little bit, sliding around on this ice. I did spin out a few times for sure. This is an incredibly fun hobby, and I can't wait to get my own drift car. All right, and that's gonna wrap up an epic day of ice drifting here on Georgetown Lake. Now look, let's be honest, this video had nothing to do with real estate, but to showcase the variety of adventures you can have in the great state of Colorado. And if you want this adventurous lifestyle to be your daily life, if you want to buy, sell, relocate, or invest in the great state of Colorado, I'm Daryl Vaughn, your quality of life realtor. And if you've enjoyed this video or found any value in it at all, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you're alerted every time I come out with new content. I'm Daryl Vaughn, your quality of life realtor, and I'll see you in the next video.